My artist is Sol Lewitt. Sol Lewitt was linked to various movements, including conceptual art and minimalism, but mostly his leading role was in the conceptual art movement. He believed that the idea itself could be the work of art, and that the artist should be able to conceive that idea, and then the actual production could be done by others or even never be made at all. A statement from critic John Haber in NYC said that the work takes on a visual reality and a surprising loss of symmetry because it shares a changing physical space with the viewer. Last and ringing, the changes on simple, accessible concepts, the work takes on an added openness. Something interesting about Lewitt. Reluctant to fall into an industrial job, like many of the workers in New Britain, Connecticut, Lewitt pursued art as an act of rebellion. The first work of art is called Wall Structure Blue, and it was made in 1962, and it was oil on canvas and painted wood. The second work is called Standing Open Structure Black, and it was made in 1964, and it was painted wood. The third is called Buried Cube, containing an object of importance but little value, and it was made in 1968, and they were black and white photographs on paper. The fourth is called Wall Drawing number 16, and it was made in 1969, and it was pencil on paper. The last is called Wall Drawing number 439, and it was made in 1985, and it was color ink wash. I did my subject versus content statement on Buried Cube containing an object of importance but little value. Buried Cube is a series of black and white photographs mounted on paper. In these photographs, Lewitt is showing the process of burying a cube in a garden. In the first three photographs, it captures him and other people standing with the cube in front of them on the ground. In the next three photos, it shows Lewitt with a shovel, and he's digging a hole into the ground. In the last three photos, the cube is in the hole and then fully buried. The possible meanings of Buried Cube is from the Art Story Foundation, and the Art Story Foundation believes that the meaning of the buried cube relies on the idea as opposed to a finished object. Without the actual cube, or knowing the contents of the cube, or even seeing the event take place, these photos are the only proof that the actions took place. I also agree with the Art Story Foundation, as Sol Lewitt had a leading role in the conceptual art movement, and his belief that the ideas or the concepts of the artist was just as important as the finished work itself.